Hey, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to read through the syllabus. This video right here is completely optional. If you do not want to hear me reading to you, you can close this right now, go to Google Classroom and find a copy of the syllabus and read it yourself. But before you go, also on Google Classroom is a Google form. That is a graded assignment. You are getting a grade for completion. All you have to do is sign your name on it, a parent or guardian's name, and some parent and guardian contact information. By filling that out, you are acknowledging that you read the syllabus and that you understand the syllabus. And if you do not understand the syllabus, it is your responsibility to contact me and ask me questions. Like I said, graded assignment, do the Google form. All right? All right, so let's jump into reading the syllabus. All right, biology, instructional goals for biology. Biology is the study of living things and their processes. You are a biological being. Everything we are going to learn about is a living organism on this planet or involves how it fits as an individual in the world around it. Throughout the school year, this class will provide you with the opportunity to develop scientific process skills, laboratory techniques, and an understanding of the fundamental principles of living organisms, evolution, and taxonomy. You will be provided the opportunity to acquire knowledge about living organisms, but you will also actively construct and formulate your own knowledge by interacting with each other, reading textbooks, magazines, newspapers, viewing pictures and movies, test tubes, computers, examining specimens, and using many other tools of the trade. By the end of this course, you will be richer in knowledge and experience. Throughout this school year, remember that you are the learner. You are the one who needs to actively acquire the knowledge before you. At the end of this course, you will be scientifically literate in matters related to the structure and function in all living organisms. Know how to actively ask, find, and determine answers related to biology. Know how to accurately organize, analyze, and communicate information about biology. Know how to work independently and in cooperative groups in order to solve scientific problems related to biology. And understand how cells function, comprehend the process of DNA replication and protein synthesis, analyze and model patterns of inheritance, and explain the theory of evolution and explain ecological connections of life. That was a lot. Needs and resources. Required materials to successfully complete this course. You will need an internet-capable device. The Chromebooks have been provided by CAP. And a working knowledge of how to use Google programs, docs, forms, sheets, classrooms, etc. Additional print and or e-resources. You should have received a copy of the Keystone Finish Line Biology Green Workbook. If you did not, please contact the school and see what you need to do to get a hold of that. We'll also make digital versions available, but if you prefer the book, please contact the school. All resources will be provided via Google Classroom. Online resources and login information. Your CAP email is your first name dot last name and your graduation year at capstudents.org. Your password should be community21. If that doesn't work, change this year to be your graduation year. Your Google Classroom code for my class is VYBHKTG. And here you have my YouTube channel. I'm not going to read this whole thing out to you. You have a better chance of finding me by typing in my name into YouTube. It should pop up. You also need to know how to use Edpuzzle and BrainPop and any other websites that I find to be useful. I will let you know about them at the time and we can have a tutorial on how to use them. The course schedule, what you are going to go through this school year, we are going to talk about the basic biological principles. Basically, what is biology? The chemical basis of life. That's right, guys, some chemistry in biology. Bioenergetics, energy in biology, homeostasis and transport, DNA, RNA, protein synthesis, cellular reproduction, patterns of inheritance, theory of evolution, ecology, and taxonomy. Now, let's go through some policies and procedures. I have some general rules. I'm not going to read through this whole thing because of time, but I do expect you to. But I will summarize. Respect. Respect yourself, respect your classmates, respect me, and everything will go smoothly. Talking. Guys, we can't all be talking on Google Meet at the same time. Nobody will hear anything. So we are going to take turns. Raise your hand, get my attention somehow. The chat. Guys, this is a big one. The chat on Google Meet can be seen by everybody. It cannot be erased. Once it's on there, and I can and will copy and paste it and send it over to the discipline office. So choose what you're going to write in the chat carefully. Promptness. All students should arrive on time. Right? I know you're at home, but it's still school. Be there on time. Work missed. You are responsible for making up anything you miss. Leaving your seats. Again, I know you're at home, guys, but it's still school. If you're going to get up and walk away, I am not going to repeat what you missed. Uniform violation policy. Guys, I'm not going to expect you to dress up in your school uniform at home, but still, please dress appropriately. Right? No, nothing inappropriate. Just make good choices. Head down. I am not psychic. I cannot tell if you are just laying there listening intently. If your head is down, it looks like you're sleeping, and I will treat you like you're sleeping. This will be reflected in the participation grade. And a student handbook. Read it. You are responsible for knowing what is inside that thing. Online participation and expectations. I expect that you will follow the netiquette guideline down below and treat your classmates with the same respect that you would like to be given. Also, students are expected to attend live instruction and will be graded on it, and that you are expected to complete work on a daily basis. Please abide by these guidelines in discussions and chats. Avoid sarcasm and slang. Swear words are unacceptable. Never use derogatory comments, including those regarding race, age, gender, sexual orientation, religion, ability, political persuasion, body type, physical or mental health, or access issues. Focus your responses on the questions or issues being discussed, not on the individuals involved. Be constructive with your criticism, not hurtful. Review your messages before sending them. Remove easily misinterpreted language and proofread for typos. Avoid using all caps. This is perceived as shouting in the online world. And respect other people's privacy and never reveal email addresses. Grading scale. Same as it always has been. Nothing's changed. Grading policies. Same as it has been. Grades are determined by a percentage system. Each student's grade is calculated by dividing earned points by total possible points to determine the percentage. Each type of assignment is weighed differently. This is calculated in PowerSchool. So, percent is total earned points divided by total possible points. Meaning if an assignment was worth 10 points, but you only earned 5, that is 5 points divided by a possible 10 points. And then times 100 to make it a percent. Your semester 1 grade is quarter 1 plus quarter 2, that's 2 things, divided by 2. So your semester 2 grade, quarter 3, quarter 4, and your final, that's 3 things, divided by 3. And your overall year grade is semester 1 plus semester 2, divided by 2. Discipline grading policy. Every student begins each quarter, 4 total, of this year with 100 points. If the teacher corrects a student for violating class rule, then 1 point is deducted from the student's numerical grade for each offense. When a student is given a detention, then the grade is reduced by 5 points. Discipline referrals reduce the numerical value of the discipline grade by 10 points. At the end of the quarter, the student will receive a conduct grade on the report card that corresponds with the values below. From 90 points to 100 points, satisfactory. 70 to 89, conduct needs improvement. 69 and below, conduct unsatisfactory. Important note, students who are late or absent from class more than 3 times per quarter will receive a letter grade reduction from their class average for lack of class participation. So let's talk about what each thing is worth. Projects are worth 5% of your grade. I'm going to scroll down here. Labs and experiments are worth 10%. I typically lump them together and make it 15%. Quizzes are worth 10%, tests are worth 25% of your grade, and classwork is worth 30%. You understand that? 30% of your grade comes from classwork. So if you are the type of person who says, I'm not going to do any classwork, I'm just going to try to take the test and pass, it's not going to work. You have to do the classwork to pass. Participation is worth 10%. So if you don't do the classwork, then you're not participating. That's a missing 40%, and that's an automatic failure then. Make up work. If a student is absent or late, misses a quiz, a test, classwork, or homework, it is their responsibility to get it from me, provided that they have supplied a legitimate excusal note. Students are expected to get their assignments on the day they return to school. Students have 1 day for each missed day to make up the work they've missed. That means if you are absent for 2 days and you do have an excuse note, then you have 2 days to make up the work. If you are out for 3 days, you have 3 days to make up the work. After the deadline, the assignments become a 0. Missing work due to absenteeism could result in a failure for the quarter or semester. Keep this in mind, guys. You have that grace period. If you're out for 1 day, you have 1 day to make up the work. Any work turned in after that 1 day grace period will still be accepted, but at half points. Academic honesty policy, plagiarism, and cheating. All students are expected to submit their own work. Plagiarism refers to the use of another's words, ideas, or work without their acknowledgement. It is the equivalent of theft. Undisclosed assistance is also considered plagiarism. Students must acknowledge any outside help that they have had in preparing their paper. When documenting work, students should use the MLA format. If there are any questions about this format, please consult with the teacher. If a student is caught or suspected of plagiarism or cheating, the student will receive a 0 for the assessment without makeup. You'll be given an unsatisfactory for the quarter conduct grade, and disciplinary action will be taken. Tutoring for science class. If a student should need assistance in science class, tutoring is available at the request of the student. I'm available for extra help until 4 p.m. daily and strongly encourage students to utilize this time to build a solid foundation prior to encountering more difficult material later in the year. I will say those times again, guys. From 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., Monday to Friday, I will make myself available. You can go on Google Meet. We can talk on email, however you're comfortable. My contact information, I am Mr. Lacconi, if you missed that in the beginning. My phone number is the school's phone number, 215-533-6700. Ask the office for Mr. Lacconi, and they will either connect you to me or try to get me down to you. My email address, rlacconi@communityacademy.org. Or you can try to contact me on Google Classroom, and if you missed it the first time, your class code is VYBHKTG. All right, that is it for the syllabus. Please go back to Google Classroom, find the Google form for the syllabus, and please fill it out. Remember, that Google form is for a grade. Have a nice day, and I will see you on Google Classroom.